What's good, YouTube? We got another banger from Teeth. You know what I'm saying? Just Teeth. You know what I'm saying? Legendary video games. This is absolute cinema, especially because I see Sonic Unleashed on the cover. I was put onto that joint way back when. I'm going to. Ooh, is this like another? Here's another like channel. I'm gonna try to make these intros shorter, as I've been saying. So Discord comms in the description. Tap in with that. You'll be notified every time I go live. You get notified every time I post on YouTube. And you get a community. You get to meet the real Republic. And yeah, it just makes your life easier. Kind of makes my life easier. As always, I appreciate a little like on this video. If you like, I'd appreciate it if you like the video and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been helping us with the growth, and I hope we keep moving steadfast. And before we get into the video, how have you been? You know what I'm saying? How was today? Could have been good, could have been bad. You know, you could be getting back from work. We all come from different walks of life, but here, safe space to chill, wind down, tap in with the video. You know what I'm saying? So you want somebody to talk to, tap in with the Discord comment link in the description. I got you. Let's get straight into this.
I asked y'all, what is your favorite video game? These were some of my favorite responses. My question today is, what's the worst fast food place?
I want to play that.
And be honest,
I dead want to tap in with some of these. So I'm going to use this to kind of make a list.
I'm trying to know what y'all think. I already know my choice. Everyone on this earth has a hobby of some sort. Some people are into music. They cheat on their girlfriends with a homie as rage bait just to make their ex cry on the voicemail and use it as a band lab intro. Not gonna lie. This fire. Some people are super into sports. Niggas saucing up their auntie at the family function. Whole time she ain't have knees since 96. And some like to trap and scam and hit a lick on you for no reason. Does trapping count as a hobby? It gotta be somewhat fun. Why would so many people do it? There's so many more hobbies, man. I can go on and on and on. But I don't give a darn about those hobbies. Today, we talking about the biggest hobby of them all. The hobby that you tell the hoes you do it, they gonna think you must.
Gaming.
Man, let me stop acting like this video finna be harsh. I'm finna go over some childhood games that were mad tough for no reason. Now, when talking about childhood games, there's just so many to choose from. But the one that I have to absolutely begin with, man, roll the clip. And I don't just mean this one. I mean all of them. Super Smash Bros. Is dead for real, a legacy game in my bloodline, bro. Most of y'all's first was probably Brawl or Wii U and 3DS. But my first...
I wasn't that old, bro. I'm sorry, bro. My first low-key was on the DS.
Was 64. The first one. I'm not old, bro. My grandma owned the system, and I used to play with her when I was younger. Chill out. The first game is definitely still a fun play, but man, I'm not gonna stay here for too long. We all know that since then, the franchise got better. Melee is the one that's bittersweet to me, because I love the way it looked and presented itself. But I say bittersweet for a reason, and that reason is because my older brother used to put the belt with some capital T's to my chocolate covered ass on Super Smash Bros. Melee. For background, me and this dude love him to death, but he was honing the hell to me in this game. And he was also doing it in every other fighting game throughout the rest of this list. But yeah, for background, me and him are like a 7-year age difference. Now since we adults, it's not that crazy. I mean, he definitely far more experienced in life and yada yada, but dude, nigga was far more experienced on the game too. Why the hell are you clicking a fight?
If you have an older like sibling or someone that you chill with, like your cousin, like for them, my cousin's like my brother, and he's only older than me by a couple months. That's not that crazy. But that's like we played all the games together, and we were always comparable to each other. But if there was like a 5-6 year difference, bro, I just know I'm not playing with that, bro. Straight also PTSD.
5-year-old on the game, nigga.
Cause fuck them, that's why.
This ain't a fair trade. They had the nerve to play me as if I had anger issues. People were raged. This ain't a fair trade.
Dang, they got all their first round picks for Paul George. Not that Paul George is bad. For Paul George, dang, that joint crazy.
Trade. They had the nerve to play me as if I had anger issues. People would rage bait me and say I was the problem, wondering why I learned the quick code and sync that whole app ASAP right before I was finna get 3-stock.
No contest.
Yeah, bitch, I just did that. I messed with Brawl from a swag standpoint because Subspace was super tough, but that and Wii U don't hit as hard for me as Ultimate. I don't know where the community stands on this, whether you're a casual fan or hardcore or whatever it is in between that on the nerd spectrum, but I gotta say that Ultimate lived up to this name. Like, it truly is the best Smash Bros ever. Completely new characters were added, and if you was ever playable in the franchise but got removed, they brought your bum ass back. Or y'all go to that. They ain't discriminate. They added some legacy characters too. I was happy they freshened up my boy Link. Ooh, he cleaning a bit. Zelda finna be all over him. And the gameplay was mad clean. And most importantly, I got my get.
It was clean like Lee's footwork.
Back. Me and my brother ran fades on here non-stop when the game dropped. And I pulled the comeback of the century. Took me like a decade, but darn it, I did it. I did it! Anything's possible! About damn time. I did it!
That's his son's name on his arm. That's hard.
Anything's possible! It's about damn time. It's about damn time. Ultimate was the only one I actually played with the homies a bunch too though. No stage hazards, no items, all random characters. Imano again, nigga. And some of those wins were my best in franchise history. Like, I was pulling off wins with Solid Snake and Jigglypuff of all people, who are two players I have no business winning with considering who my mains are. And I don't care about a Smash Bros tier list on how good the characters are or whether or not someone used these dookie heads to win. Smash Bros tier list on how good.
He is not no S. So I'm assuming the middle is like, they're like neutral S, like they're pretty like top tier, S minus bottom top tier, etc. But like with these tier lists, they don't go from like easy to play, they go from like just like who people play at the higher levels. You know what I'm saying? And then use that to put the character.
Who the characters are, or whether or not someone used these dookie heads to win some competitive, sweaty tournament. I don't care. Both of these niggas are a death wish and a free-for-all. Especially when everyone else has their main or someone close enough or simple to bang with. I got other dubs too, and probably the most out of my entire friend group. They won't admit it now, but they know I do. On topic of characters, this game is a true case of you get to know a person based on who they choose. Like for me, it's clear that I have swag, because I get to know a person based on who they choose. Like for me,
what's tough about this is I don't main characters. I kind of do. You know, there's who you like go to, but I'm a random merchant. Or like I have a gaggle of characters that I play.
Clear that I have swag, because I already mentioned I main Link, but I also love Captain Falcon.
Captain Falcon is tough.
Yeah, Blaze me. This nigga the OG ore farmer. Bro wasn't even playable in the first game he appeared in. Now the dude got a career off of stunning on niggas. First ballot Hall of Famer in the Smash Bros realm. He's so tough, twin. He's so tough. Oh yeah, and I also main Sonic. I already know what y'all finna say. Bro, Sonic weak. I bet all you do is run around and spin dash. That's how punks play the game. That's weak. Okay, nigga, and it's not my fault Sakurai made the Hedgehog entire moveset turning into a ball and going fast. I don't know why you mad for, dog. It's lore accurate. Plus, the whole time, he one of the most nerfed dudes in the game. Imagine y'all cried so hard about his moveset. They say, you know what? Let him boost. Then y'all will be really pissy. That's not fair! That's not fair! Speaking of Sonic, though, if you've been here long enough, you know I'm a Sonic guy. It's 2025 and this dude made the comeback of all comebacks. Crash Bandicoot can never. Watch that.
Look straight. Just look.
Go to mythical RDC pool. I'm about to say, bring up Unleashed.
Straight. You know all the money you could get. Because in 2 months, that's you.
The Sonic guy obviously likes some of his games that most don't. Whether that's because IGN was hating or people just not liking the game for real, I don't know. People don't be messing with the game as much, at least back when I was a kid. But I can confidently say that these 3 Sonic games gave me some of my most enjoyable playthroughs. Starting off with Mania. This is the unanimous best 2D Sonic game. It's so tough and refined, and although the story is simple, it's still enjoyable to see. Mania was just tough. It's too bad that Sega technically didn't even make it, but it's definitely one of the best Sonic games in recent time. Recent time, dog, it's been 10 years. Oh my golly wally. If you're not a Sonic person but you want to get into it, the best game for you has to be Sonic Generations. You will get both classic and modern style gameplay at the same time. And they also just dropped the remaster with a Shadow campaign that was overly tough for no reason. They really forced bro to relive some traumatic experience so Sega can make some bank. But hey, man, you can transform into a monster alien now. That's tough, right? Sonic Generations has a boatload of content throughout the franchise history up to that point. But it's not the best modern
Kyrie.
Sonic game. Enter Sonic Unleashed.
Yes, sir.
Bro, this game is beyond goated.
This Geno's ball. This was beyond its years, bro. I first got put onto this by my cousin, man. Not like my cousin, but one of our other cousins. His name was I can't name drop him live. Man, I'm tweaking. But yeah, bro. Tough. We went to his crib one day, he had that joint on. He put us on like the Transformers games too. Put us on to hella games. But when it came to Unleashed, I was on that every day. And now I know that they dropped it on the Xbox. I'm always talking about new gen to cop it.
It's crazy how this was Sega's very next game. Only 2 years after they dropped the nuclear warfare we call Sonic 06. Game ain't even that bad for real. Just some mind-boggling glitches and bestiality. Sega was getting fried all series, but they somehow came back from being down 3 games to none. It's just beautiful. In the game, you literally get the best boost stage levels. In every location you visit throughout the game, it's just a beauty. And you can tell Sega went for Aura with this one, because how else do you explain the idea of a werehog? And the werehog stage brought a nice hack and slash change of pace that's overhated like a mug. But I won't lie, when they dropped the remaster, I'ma need them to switch up that jazz band fight music. It's nice, but after a while, it can become very irritating. But nah, man, this is legit one of the most thought out Sonic games ever. And not only very irritating. But nah, man, this is legit one of the most thought out Sonic games ever. And not only that, but the stakes were high. Bro, Eggman literally summoned a planetary shattering beast from the Earth's core. Man, some niggas will actually
will do anything to slime his op, bro.
Do anything to get the win. Oh my gosh. This caused Sonic and this mysterious fairy dude, Chip, to go around the world restoring the Chaos Emeralds and trying to fix everything. They also wanted to find out where Chip...
If you look at the graphics, for when this came out, I thought the graphics were so tough to the point where I could still play this today. It's not too old.
Came from because he lost his memory. And when they found out eventually, it's recalled that Chip is the opposite of the evil monster from the Earth's core, who was trying to erupt and take the world as his, bro. Dark Gaia was not playing around. But Chip, who was like Gaia, knew he had to log in and put the hands on, bro. The paws. But you know, Sonic, he wasn't finna let that go. And you know how he get? He teed up on Dark Gaia too! Yeah. This is legit one of the best boss battles I've played, because everything leading up to this moment was just a chef's kiss. And this game actually had a gradual difficulty level. The farther you went, the game became harder, and sometimes it was nerve-wracking. But those be the best games, because when you finally beat it, it's an amazing feel. Yeah. Dark Gaia for real had me talking trash on my TV as if he was a real dude. Sega had no business making this game this tough, but I'm glad they did. It's the reason why all Sonic fans been itching for a remaster of it, bro. We need it. There's other Sonic games I mess with super heavy, but I already got a Sonic video if you want to watch that. I know this is a Spider-Man themed channel now, but bro, the Batman Arkham series gotta be the best superhero game series ever. All these games are tough, but my favorite...
I didn't like how dark it was when I was a kid, but I still mess with the gameplay.
It gotta be City, which is funny because... you know, I don't really jack Batman that much. I see a lot of flaws in bro, and at the end of the day, everything he be doing is unnecessary, and there's other solutions he can take up. Knowing Bruce got hella motion, a bunch of money, he chooses not to take up these ways, and likes to beat up on small time crooks and big time ones who are disabled as a coping mechanism for you know what. But hey man, this game fun though. I let it slide on this one because he be dookie these dudes. Like, it's pretty entertaining. However, I can't stand the Riddler trophy stuff, dog. The Riddler trophy stuff is the only reason why I was never able to 100% any of these games. And I know if I wanted bad enough, I could just search it up on YouTube. And I'll be doing that with Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, because some of them trying to be crazy. But where's the fun in that? On Batman, it's different. I want to do it myself, but I can't. I never could. These games still fun though. I might boot it up again for a chance to stump in my Tim's on a crook skull for concrete. Dude was starting to run niggas head over with his Batmobile. Like, dog, Batman's high-key evil. I don't care what people say. The nigga's devious. I mentioned earlier how there was other fighting games that used to get cooked in, and those were Mortal Kombat and Injustice. Now, I'm still trash at these games.
Injustice had a crazy run. Mortal Kombat, I never like peaked, but like I remember running ones with my cousins all the time. So Mortal Kombat, chef's kiss. I love the fact that they added like the online tower joint. I just didn't have internet all the time always, so I couldn't really get into the newer games. Story mode was always tough. I always messed with Johnny Cage. Johnny Cage, my boy Kenshi, and Liu Kang. That's my three. Fujin is tough too. What was I about to say? Injustice was peak though. They had like the Red Nightwing. That's where I started like learning lore. It was on the tablet. They had that joint on the phone. What do y'all know about that shit?
And at my best, I was mid. I was alright. I mean, give me Takeda and I'll spam his teleportation move and hit a weak jab or something, but I couldn't piece up a combo. I was sorry. A young nigga was sorry. But hey, I'm real, because at least I can admit it. Two of my most rarest pulls, but I love Star Wars The Force Unleashed so much.
Fact.
This game is an underrated masterpiece and has some super tough mechanics.
Me and my cousin played this because we're Xbox players. We played this, John. It was tough. It actually lets you go to like top tier, like levels of power, excellent mechanics. You can't go wrong with this. The older games that had this type vibe to it can't replace
mechanics that rival some of the best action adventure games in history, and also the W story. Same with Prince of Persia: Sands of Time. I just have a huge knack for action.
For a second, I thought I was about to say Fable.
Adventure games, but these two were just some super good pulls I had to mention because I know they are more rare than the rest of this list, but the GOAT of this genre easily has to be the OG God of War series. My uncle had one of these on his PS2 when I was a kid, and I remember when I first played it, I was at loss for words. Like, this game was complete bloodshed for real. And I know I mentioned earlier I played Mortal Kombat, so as a kid, I've already seen some droplets. I've seen some things, but nah, bro. God of War was different.
My fault.
God of War was a man's game. So good that I totally legally downloaded the first two on my laptop, so whenever I'm bored, I can just whip it out and go to town.
Hey, yo.
Put the holiest of pauses on what I just said.
I hope no one heard that, cause if they did, we gon' be in some trouble.
Or don't. I don't care. But yeah, man, these games are legendary loot.
Appreciate y'all boys for being tapped in. You know what I'm saying? Nice little vid from Teeth once again. And yeah, we're keeping the outro short from now on. You know what time to find me tomorrow. Peace. Well, today, tomorrow. You know what time to find me, man.